I'm here with Ray Trivitt, two of Rheinland's Aerospace Audit Program Manager. Today we will cover a few basics surrounding AS9100 certification. The first question that comes to mind is, what if a particular company is currently ISO 9001 certified? What are some of the areas this company would need to consider to move to AS?
Some of the areas that would need to be considered really depend on their customers' requirements and what is driving the aerospace certification to begin with. But particularly, you would need to look at risk management and configuration management, as that's not currently addressed in the ISO standard.
And what are the differences between ISO 9001 and AS9100?
The differences between ISO and AS9100 is the industry-specific definitions on how to meet the general guidelines of ISO 9001. So think of it as ISO 9001 explained by the aerospace industry's requirements.
Okay, and there are three different AS-specific standards. What are the differences, and how to know which one applies to me?
Okay, so there are three, and they're very distinct. So AS9100 is specifically for manufacturers. AS9110 is for maintenance organizations that primarily do maintenance, repair, and overhaul. And 9120 is for distributors. So if they do no additional value add, only move parts and distribute parts, that's the standard for them.
Okay, that's interesting. There's a revision for AS9100 Rev D, and that's pending. Nevertheless, companies plan audits long in advance. Should a company who is considering or in the process of getting a AS9100 certification wait for the release, or should they just follow through?
The recommendation really depends on where they're at in implementation. Like you said, it does take time to implement a quality management system. So if they've already performed internal audits to the requirements and already implemented, then it's best to go ahead and do the certification now prior to the change. That certification would get them within the window for transition, and they would at least have 3 years at their current management system.
Mm-hmm. And what should a company consider when hiring a certifier?
Well, there's quite a few things that they should consider. It's not just cost. It's overall experience with the organization and what you bring to the table. So one of those things would be, what does this certification body provide? It's value and service, not just best price. Just because you have the best price doesn't mean that you can meet the timelines and have the proper communication.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Take care.